Every empire swears its money will last forever. Every government insists its promises are unbreakable, but history always gives the same answer. You're wrong. From Rome to France, from the Confederacy to modern Lebanon, people have woken up one morning to realize their savings were worthless, their salaries meaningless, and their futures stolen. Collapse isn't an exception. Collapse is the rule. The real question isn't if systems fall. It's how you stand when they do. We look at our bank balances, our national currencies, and believe they're carved in stone. But money isn't stone. Money is trust, and trust can vanish overnight. That's why history is so brutal and so valuable. Every collapse leaves behind trails of lessons, patterns, and warnings. And those who pay attention see the same truth again and again. The survivors were never the ones who believed the most. They were the ones who doubted first. Think of the Byzantine Empire, the shining eastern half of Rome that survived 1,000 years longer. At the heart of its economy was a gold coin, the solidus. It was so reliable that merchants from Europe to Asia accepted it without hesitation. For centuries, it was the world's closest thing to a global reserve currency. But then came the same old mistake. Just like Rome's silver denarius, Byzantium began to dilute its gold. At first, no one noticed. Then, trust cracked. The coin that had once bound Mediterranean trade together became a political illusion. And with it, the Byzantine economy fell apart. Who survived? Not those who trusted the emperor's paper. Those who held real gold, real land, real value. Here's the first timeless lesson. Governments can't resist weakening their money, and when they do, real value escapes their grasp. But sometimes collapse doesn't come from rulers, it comes from fate. Take the Black Death. Between 1347 and 1351, half of Europe was gone. Cities emptied, villages disappeared, trade routes broke. Yet the story wasn't pure destruction. When people vanish, labor becomes precious. Survivors demanded higher wages. Land and goods became cheap. Those who had silver, skills, or courage suddenly found opportunity. It sounds familiar, doesn't it? During COVID, we saw it again. Supply chains broke, governments printed trillions, and inequality exploded. Those with liquidity bought homes and stocks. Those living paycheck to paycheck fell behind. The rhyme of history is cruelly clear. Crises redistribute wealth. The prepared rise, the unprepared fall. In 14th century Florence, the richest city in Europe, the same pattern appeared. Great banking families, the Bardi and Peruzzi, lent huge sums to kings. When England's Edward III defaulted, the banks collapsed like dominoes. Ordinary citizens learned a painful truth. Too big to fail was a lie, even back then. And history whispered once again, institutions exist to profit, not to save you. The same story unfolded in America. During the Civil War, both the North and the South turned to the printing press. The Union issued greenbacks, the Confederacy graybacks. Both inflated their currencies into oblivion. In the South, prices rose thousands of %. People carried sacks of bills that could barely buy bread. But those who owned land, food, or gold, they endured. Because reality can't be printed. Then came France. Revolution toppled the monarchy, church lands were seized, and a new currency, the assignat, was born. It was meant to be backed by confiscated property. Instead, it drowned in overprinting. Prices exploded, wages couldn't keep up, and soon no one would trade food for paper. The farmers demanded silver, Paris starved again. Those who held land and gold survived. Those who held patriotic paper did not. Even in modern times, the pattern refuses to die. In 1997, the Asian financial crisis began with a single attack on the Thai baht. Countries that had borrowed in dollars suddenly couldn't pay their debts. Currencies collapsed, unemployment soared, and millions lost their livelihoods. Once again, those who trusted the system were crushed, and those who held real value abroad survived. Debt in someone else's money is a death trap. When the storm hits, it's the borrower who drowns, not the lender. And then, the recent tragedy, Lebanon. Between 2019 and 2021, banks locked their doors. People woke up to find their deposits frozen, their money gone. A lifetime of savings evaporated in months. Those who trusted the system were destroyed. Those who escaped early, diversified abroad, or held hard assets, endured. It was a brutal reminder. The money in your bank isn't a treasure chest, it's a promise. And promises can be broken. We live under the same illusion today. Governments print, banks expand, stock markets soar. But history's echo is still there, whispering everything collapses, always. And when it does, survival isn't just about defense, it's about recognition. After the Black Death, peasants became landowners. After 2008, those with cash bought foreclosed homes. Collapse destroys, but it also resets the game. Real safety isn't just in gold or land. It's in what you can create. The baker who could still make bread, the craftsman who could repair what others broke, the farmer who could feed a village, the merchant who could move goods when no one else could. They didn't just survive history, they rose from it. Because every crisis is more than a collapse. It's a transfer of power, of opportunity, of wealth. So ask yourself, will you be the one clutching paper promises, or the one holding something real? History doesn't repeat, but if you ignore it, it will crush you just the same.